to believe that RMAFC has not taken cognizance of the living standards in the country, particularly the harrowing experience of ordinary people. The government has continued to appeal to Nigerians to exercise patience. That is a recognition of the fact that majority of our people are suffering. And if we go by the position of the NBS, you have more than 133 million Nigerians that are multidimensionally poor. It is insensitive, therefore, for any agency of the government, particularly RMAFC, to suggest that there is going to be an upward review of the emoluments of public office. I therefore want to believe that RMAFC has decided to comply with the judgment of the Federal High Court in the case of Chima Ubani and the National Assembly, as well as SERAP, AIE, and other organizations that sued the National Assembly to justify the unconstitutional award of humongous salaries and allowances to the members. In that case, the Federal High Court ordered RMAFC to review the salaries of legislators in the National Assembly downward to reflect the economic conditions of the country. At the material time, I think the monthly salary was about 13 million naira. Today, for a senator, we have been told that the monthly salary is 21 million naira. That was not fixed by RMAFC, contrary to Section 70 of the Constitution. Other agencies have had to fix their own salaries outside the public structure. So if RMAFC is going to review the salaries and allowances of public officers, it must take into cognizance many other factors, including those who have awarded salaries and allowances to themselves, Estaco paid to public officers in Nigeria, how many times public officers can travel abroad in a year, security votes, which are now only paid to governors. They are no longer paid to governors alone. Many heads of agencies now receive extra code every month in millions to augment what they are receiving. So if there's going to be a review, it has to be a holistic review. It must reflect decisions of the courts, including courts that have declared payment of extra code illegal. Because you cannot, in a democracy, have funds that are not accounted for. So the point I'm making therefore is that if you're going to review salaries of public officers, RMAFC must also carry along the National Commission on Salaries and Wages, so that when you're talking of public officers, you must also be talking of other public officers, other civil servants in the country. So we're not talking about elected politicians. And RMAFC must take into cognizance that President Muhammadu Buhari in 2015 slashed his own salary and that of the vice president. In 2019, President Muhammadu Buhari slashed the extra code of public officers in Nigeria. Under this regime, President Bola Tinubu has also slashed the extra code of public officers to the tune of about 60%. So if members of the executive are taking cognizance of the economic situations in the country to call down the purposes of office of public officers. RMAFC cannot tolerate to be justifying increase when the ordinary poor people cannot afford 3 square meals a day. Many of them cannot send their children to school, and they cannot afford medical bills. That is not the time for public officers to want to justify increasing their stupendous salaries and allowances.